Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to another episode of the Taylor Complaints Comedy Podcast with me, your host, Taylor Perez. Hello, black people. How are you today? Hello, white people, Mexicans, Asians, Eastern Europeans, not the Romanians because they suck and they're annoying to live next to. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Well, happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's nice to see you guys back after a week of, I just rotted for a week. I've probably worked twice in the last 7 days. I've just been sick as shit. And dude, amoxicillin, it may dry out your vagina, but not mine. I took that 2 days and I'm better. I was sick as shit for 2 days. I take this amoxicillin, I'm out. Completely out. I just listen to the same seven Kid Cudi songs. I don't know. How do you have 100 songs and seven of them are good? There's nobody out there that's like, Kid Cudi's the best. He's not. He's got seven of the best songs ever written, but that's it. That's all, dude. That's all she wrote. After those seven, you fucking suck, dude. I don't know you try to listen to a full album, you're like, what the fuck is this, dude? Crazy. How are you guys? I want to shout out my friend Brittany. She has a Patreon account, The Film Witch, where she does full penetration, front door, back door, uh, anal. That's the same as back door. No, it's not the same as back door because you could go through the front door, but the back way. Okay, there's two different doors, but you can enter them from different positions. God bless you, Brittany the Film Witch. Guys, go to her Patreon. She's losing friends. Go be your friend. Go be your friend. Pull your wiener out. One of my old friends has a podcast that people are telling me about. The Slasher Talk podcast. I don't care. I don't care. I don't I don't know. I'm not gonna listen to it. I can't imagine what that would be about. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. It's on my notes. And I just want to tell you that I don't care. So if you're telling me about this, you can recap this episode and go, oh, he doesn't give a fuck about that shit. Hold on. I got to snort. Hold on. There's snorting got to happen. Here's the deal. I have these nose trimmers, right? And I trim my nose hairs and they're, I try to blow them out. I try to blow them out, but they're still in there. And like, I guess I sniff them up and then they get in my sinuses. And then I'm like all day long with the snorting and I hate it. And I sound like a dad, but I don't have any kids. So that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. If I did, I'd drown them in a fucking paint bucket of water. Kids, they exist to ruin movie theaters and restaurants. They shouldn't be allowed in public. We should listen. I believe in segregation for children. There's a time and a place for children. Never. But if you have them, playgrounds, obviously, no one's going to a playground unless you want to beat off at nighttime when no one's there. Um, Nobody's going to playgrounds. Nobody's going to playgrounds. It's fine. You can take them to playground. You take them to Chuck E. Cheese. Take them to Dave and Buster. Nobody's going to all these fucking places. These are places for kids. But if you bring your kid to like the Capitol Grill, if you bring your kid to like Yard House, we should be able to hit it. That's all I'm saying. We should just, boom, like an elbow as you walk by. Like that would be fun. That would be fun. I'm sorry. Let's go to Q&A. Let's go to Q&A as I pull this up. I can't be held responsible for the things that we say on this podcast. All right. I said we have like 8 questions to answer on this. Let's knock them out. First question, have you ever accidentally beat off to dudes? Oh. I'm not going to do that for every single one, all right? Just I don't fucking materialize these questions. Have I ever accidentally beat off to a dude? Yes. I'm watching. Stop it. Stop it. I'm watching pornography. Okay, because we're pro pornography on this channel. We beat off. We talk about it. I'm watching this pornography probably a couple times because this has happened a few times. Not with new porn. It's always with old porn. Old porn. Fucking for whatever reason, I'm jacking off, watching this blonde lady with a big butt get railed, probably. And she's got leather pants on and they're down on her ankles and like she has heels. She's not comfortable at all, but she's getting paid really well because we appreciate your service. And the guy's just going at her. and she's moaning like a dog, and I'm really close to coming. So I'm doing this, and it pans to the guy's face as I'm coming. Like to the lady, that is where my focus is at. And like I'm looking at this fucking I'm looking at my phone and I'm trying to like it's a 3D like get out of the fucking way. Like he's not getting out of the way. And it's coming out like cum is coming out of my penis. And I have no choice than to just keep going. You know? It's it's weird. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. I wasn't oh man, that guy's so hot. But it happened. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I am not mature enough to have these conversations. I'm not. But at least I'm open about it. I can't make eye contact with you guys right now, but at least I'm open about it. God damn, I gotta snort again. But yeah, that's what I did. I did that. And, I waited until she came back and then I pumped it a little bit and like the end of the cum came, it came out. You know what I mean? I was like, no, this is not, I'm like, this is not, I'm not, I'm like, I'm jacking off and I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, come on, what the fuck? uh, what the fuck? Go away. Go away. And then the girl comes and then like I grab it again and I'm like, no, couple more pumps out for the lady. Had to do it. Had to do it just to prove that I wasn't gay. I had to prove to myself and my parents. It's not all of us, it's just two. Because my brothers are gay. All right. What's the most unserious thing you take very serious? I don't know, dude. Probably like my comedy and my podcast. Like I take the podcast kind of serious. I love this podcast, but it's stupid. You listen to it, there's almost no moral value to this because you're like, oh, he just pointed out all the races, but then he made fun of Romanian people for whatever reason, and he says "wop" all the time. I do say "wop." What's up, you wops? He says, all the white racial slurs for whatever reason. It's my half white side. And then my Mexican side, I say beaner and I get in trouble for it because I don't look Mexican. Just because I forgot my maracas in my poncho does not mean that I'm, you know what I mean, not Mexican. Probably the podcast, though, is the thing that I take the most serious. I love this podcast. This podcast started everything. I started Wait, first I started streaming on Twitch. Then I did the podcast. Then I started doing the horror movie reviews. Then I started going live on TikTok. I don't do the lives on TikTok anymore. They're fucking exhausting. They're exhausting. I gotta start doing them again though. What would be a good way to ask you out on a date? Hey, do you want to go on a date with me? Oh, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna complain a lot. I don't like hot places. I really don't like hot places. Dude, I don't know. Just ask. Just fucking ask the question. What am I gonna do? You know what? I'm too attractive to to date you. You've seen me. Fucking raise your standards. Date someone with hair. What's wrong with you? Um, Worst, least favorite horror movies. Dude, I don't know. The Scream movies are terrible. Arguably terrible. It's a guy in a mask and he runs around. You got a It's Scooby-Doo for adults. I've said it before. It's recycled, rehashed. I don't have a clever explanation for why I don't like it. You'd think I'd like it because I love Thanksgiving and that's what this is. I thought Hard Eyes was great and it's just Scream. I don't know. I really don't know why I don't like it. It just seems paint by numbers and I don't understand the hype for it. I just really don't. What else do we got here? Gnarliest kill in a film that you watched recently. Dude, the most recent one I can think of is that In a Violent Nature kill where he's like he pulled. So this yoga lady's on a hill. She's just hanging out, and this guy walks up in like a firekeeper mask, and he punches a hole through her chest, grabs her head, and then pulls her head through the hole in her chest. It's crazy. I loved it. I love that scene. I love that movie. A lot of people, oh, it's the only good part. You had to wait for it. Shut up. Shut up. Not everything is gonna be cool kill, cool kill, cool kill. Sometimes you gotta wait for it. You gotta work for it. It is what it is. In a Violent Nature. They're doing a part two. It's gonna be fun. It is going to be fun. Have you ever been to a haunted house? And if so, how's the experience? I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. And I gotta get another bubbly water. I'll be right back. We're back. You see? You see? It took me a little while because I dribbled pee on the floor and I don't when you have a small dick, okay, it pokes out. You know what I mean? I don't there's dudes. Let me bring this a little closer while I tell you a little story time. There's men out there who can sit down on the toilet and their dick points right into the toilet water. It just pokes right down and then they pee. They don't even have to touch it. I gotta poke mine down because if I don't, I'm pissing in the bathtub. That's what I gotta do. So am I? Am I? Am I? Have I ever been to a haunted house? So I used to live by the Charles Manson house when I was a little kid. It was in Silverado Canyon. I lived in Orange County, Aliso Viejo. Beautiful, beautiful part of California. Aliso Viejo, South County. So that's Orange County. Get to be closer to like San Clemente, Dana Point, Mission Viejo, Laguna Beach, Laguna Hills, Laguna Guerrero, surrounding cities. And Silverado Canyon is like if you take El Toro down all the way in Laguna Hills, you take it all the way down. It goes through like Mission, Santa Margarita, Rancho Santa Margarita. It goes into like this like hilly area with like a bunch. It looks like the hills have eyes. It's like crazy, just rural residential. It doesn't look like Orange County anymore at some point. And there was a house that like Charles Manson supposedly used to live there or used to have a chapter of his like I don't know. And we would all go there, and there's pentagrams written everywhere, and there's homeless people. We would have sex there, and we would drink there, and we would. I peed there a lot. There was a bathroom, and I never went in the bathroom. I would go on the wall, I would go on the floor, I'd go on the toilet. I was not one of the ones having sex. I was using my penis to expel liquids. While my friends were like, "What the fuck? Trying to drink your fucking piss or whatever." That was me. I'm that guy. Still that guy, and it's sad. Good water from Target. We love that. Purified water from Target, even though they hate Mexicans. I love Mexicans. But yeah, I don't know. I go to haunted houses. I disrespect the ghosts a lot. I'm not somebody to go to haunted houses with. They're gonna make a movie about me one day, or a movie about someone like me who doesn't shut the fuck up, goes to a haunted house and gets raped by a ghost because he's like, "Oh, why don't you rape me?" My butt's out. Something enters it. You can't see it, but I feel it because I'm ashamed now and I can't look my dad in the eye. So there you go. Um, what's your favorite thing about cats? Every single thing about cats is my favorite thing. They're the best animal in the world. They are the reason I'm still alive. And I think about this on a daily basis. What am I gonna do when my cats die? Probably kill myself, if we're being honest. And it's not a sad thing. I don't want to be here if my cats aren't here. Well, I don't understand how we ever lived in a society where like our parents are just like, that's a fucking cat. Who cares? I've never heard someone my age say that. We all identify cats as like they're primordial beings. They're just like celestially. They're important. Jesus. Hold on. I forgot I had a mute button. I could just snort with a mute button, but I don't like pausing though. I like pausing the podcast because it pauses the whole thing. The mute button, we keep going, and I do one of those. But yeah, my favorite thing about cats is everything, and I love dogs too. My dog just died, and I couldn't get another dog because it would break my heart to like replace him. But I think the best thing you could do for an animal is give it a house, take care of an animal, enhance its life. It's the best thing you could do for an animal, and I feel like that's all our pets would ever want after they pass on is for us to enhance the life of another animal. So that's what I did, but with cats, and that's where I am now. What genre of horror is your favorite? What genre? Whoa, listen to him. What are you doing, Walty? What are you doing, son? You okay? I love you. Okay. It's my son, Walty. Found footage. Found footage is my favorite. I love found footage. You can do anything with it. You can tell any type of horror story, and it just feels more real. I'm not retarded. I know it's not real, but you know what I mean? He's just going nuts. I got a new couch, and it's like $1,000. He's gonna ruin it. I know he's gonna ruin it. Okay. This message is from Marisol. Marisol is a woman on the internet and she won't listen. She's doing this on fucking purpose, and I know she's doing it. She'll never hear this. She'll never hear it. Much like Kier when I did this whole thing about Kier, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna get married, Kier. You don't know this," and I announced that she was the hottest woman on the internet. This is another woman on the internet that's being very problematic, and I'm gonna tell you about it. All she does now is fucking wear leather pants. That's all she does. She's like, "Look at me in leather pants." I have shit to do. I have things to do. I can't be You got to post something else. You got to post something. You got to wear something different. I don't. Women. It's not women's job to wear. Dude. I know. There's a comedy podcast. I know. But I can't. Dude, the skin of my penis is so raw, and I can't. I called out of work. I got stuff to do. I have a life. I haven't worked out in a week. I've been sick. Amoxicillin, this chick's leather pants, and my penis. That's it. That is all. And I got this is a message to God. Please, God, make her stop. Please stop now. I can't, and I'm not responsible for what I do. I see something in the wild, I go home and I think about it, right? I don't say anything about it when it's in front of me because that's disrespectful. I don't want to disrespect anybody or make them feel badly. But I also unfortunately have a podcast that I have like 30 minutes to fill. So me and my penis would just stop. We want to ask you to stop. All right? This water, it's not for me. I'm not dehydrated. I might as well just pour it on my lap. There's no skin. It's like I got like toilet paper wrapped around it, and then there's a rubber band, and then there's antihistamine and Neosporin. It looks like Jason took his mask off, but like just the head, right? No hair, but there's bubbles on top. I don't know. A penis isn't supposed to look like that. Not that I haven't seen a lot of them, but I've seen mine, and it doesn't always look like that. Never since, ever since the leather pants. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. We can't have this. So if you know Marisol, if you've seen her, I don't know. Just stop with the leather pants. I can't do it. It's Do I wish that I didn't care? Of course. Of course I wish that. But I'm cursed. Look at my face. You think I want to look like this? No. You think I wanted my brain to be wired like this? No. Inside, I identify as Ryan Gosling. I'm handsome and I'm on the beach. I'm looking at my abs. Real life, I got a little kangaroo fupa. I'm sitting down right now. I could feel it press against the shaft of the beginning of the shaft of my penis. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But will I ever miss an opportunity to talk about my own genitals? No, probably not. But yeah, Marisol, knock it off. You guys, if you see her, tell her to knock it off. Tell her to stop. It's got to stop. Yes, it's not. Your content is wonderful on its own. It's wonderful on its own. Everybody loves you. You're a great person. You're wonderful. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this with the leather pants. I can't. Hey, you better not be scratching on that new couch. It was $1,000, dude. $1,000 couch. How many scratchy posts do you have, Sweet Pea? How many? I love you. Knock it off. He gave me this really guilty look and he walked away. I feel so bad. He's my best friend. I love him. His sister is just his sister eats my plants. I'll take I'll take a year to grow something. A year. Get one leaf. Fucking she'll walks up and bites it. Horrible. Horrible woman. At least she's not walking around leather pants. And I wouldn't even care because that's a cat and that's bestiality and I don't fuck animals. All right. I shoots a lady in the face and then drives away. Renee Good, rest in peace. Kristi Noem is the Secretary of Homeland Security. One day, a donkey raped a witch. No, I think they fell in love. One day, a donkey had sex with a witch. First, it fucked the witch's mouth. And then it kissed the witch down the neck, all the way down. He performed fellatio on the witch. I don't know if you could fillet a lady. I think fellatio, whatever. Oral sex is happening to the witch via donkey. The witch gets nice and moist. She gets ready. I don't know. Some sand falls out of it. I don't know. cobwebs start to loosen up. And then the donkey takes its erect penis and plows into the lady, ejaculates inside of her, and 9 months later, the lady has a baby. And that baby was Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security. Now, if my mother, if my grandparents were donkey witches, I would probably be a piece of shit too. But I'm only telling this story so that when she listens, because I know she's going to listen, when Kristi Noem listens, she can oh, I don't have to, just because I look like a beat up donkey witch doesn't mean I have to act like one. I'm ugly on the outside. On the inside, I love cats. You don't have to be ugly on the outside and ugly on the inside. I'm proof. I'm wonderful in here. If you can look past my bitch tits and a face that looks like it was like, I don't, melted with molten metal, and then just to be funny, they just reshape me to be ugly again. We could make him handsome, but nip tuck, let's fuck this guy, make him look like, you know what I mean? Like I look like one of the, like I took the ring from Frodo. God damn it, dude. I do look like Gollum, kinda. I look like a meatball that got dropped on the carpet. But yeah, I don't know, man. I saw that video and it didn't look like she was trying to run anybody over. It looked like she was trying to get away. It looked like they were telling her to get away. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Until she was leaving. And some guy just shot her in the face 3 times. And then he's like, well, I was afraid for my life. And then Trump goes, yeah, she hit him. And then JD Vance goes, yeah, this is propaganda. And then they won't release the Epstein files because they fuck kids. I don't understand what's happening. I think the Venezuelan thing was good for Venezuela. I don't think they can say that right now because they're still, once you cut the head off the snake and you get Maduro out of that country, you have a lot of people that are still operating under the rule of Maduro. So you still got his representatives like, hey, don't say anything bad about Maduro or we're going to fucking kill you and imprison you. So they're probably not going to be the first ones to speak out about that. But I like that for Venezuela. I don't like that for us because that doesn't dictate to the country. We're following the rules. Doesn't dictate to doesn't dictate to other countries that we're following the rules. We're not. We're not following the rules. We're not taking anything seriously. What are we doing? We're violating world laws. And now China's going to go take over Taiwan and then we're going to get fucked. Russia's just going to go nuclear. They're going to start dropping nuclear bombs on I mean, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. We haven't set a good precedent for what is going to happen in the world because we're one of the superpowers in the world, and if we're not acting correctly and operating based on the guidelines that we've set it for everybody else, policing everybody else, why should they follow their rules? This is why I don't do the mute button. I'm always terrified that I'm not going to hit it and you're going to hear me go, you know what I mean? And that sucks. That sucks. He looks like a pig and sounds like one. Yeah, I need that. I need that. That's what I want. Fucking comments in this episode. But yeah, I just rest in peace, Renee Good. We can't have this. A fellow white, my the half side of me was like, she was a good white. She was one of the best. She was one of the great whites. She had 3 white kids. She had it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters what color you are. I think that like we can't have stuff like this. So keep filming ICE. You know what I mean? Keep making it uncomfortable for them. Make sure you take care of yourself. Watch yourself, dude. Worry about yourself because nobody else is. Like, we all want you to go protest and be extreme and be crazy. But if you get in trouble, I would feel bad for inciting that. So please, please be safe out there when you're protesting. Obviously, ICE sucks. I don't like them. And just because ICE sucks and I hate them doesn't mean I'm going to talk about it every fucking second of my life. All right. Get a personality. If you make politics your personality, you're a fucking loser. Stop it. Knock it off. Quit doing that. Politics. There's people post every day about politics. It bugs the shit out of me, dude. It's like, did you know that this guy, he hates gay? Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't want to think about that. All right. Knock it off. this shit. Um, the Hilton cancels the reservations for the ice people. I think that's good. I think they that was a franchised Hilton location that was doing that, but I still love that. I know that they've been since condemned by the other Hilton organization. They're like, "Yo, we're not going to do that, and we're taking this other Hilton off, and we're not associating with us." But I'll stay at this one. I'll stay at the Minneapolis one. Of course, they're not going to like fucking let you stay there as an ICE agent. Of course not. Hi, your reservations have been canceled because you killed one of our residents in cold blood. Yeah, of course you can't stay here. The fuck out of here, dude. What? That's not rocket science. Patriots versus the Chargers. I, should we go into NFL predictions to close this off? I think we should. I think we should. I think we should. All right, let's go to NFL schedule. NFL schedule. I'm going to look it up right now. Who's fucking playing this weekend? Ugh. All right. AI mode. That's another thing. I don't understand why people hate AI so much. I really don't. Where is the NFL schedule? What did I not? Did I fucking not type that in? NLK NFL schedule, dude. Come on now. Oh, there's Walty again. Rams take on the Panthers. At the Panthers, I'm taking Rams. The Packers take on the Bears at the Bears. Chicago Bears. I'm taking the Bears, dude. I'm taking the Bears for my man Chris. It better. I just like seeing teams that aren't really in it that much. Niners, Eagles, Eagles. So far we're taking all home games. Patriots, Chargers. Yo, get the fuck out of here, Patriots, Chargers. Dude, Drake May MVP. Drake May MVP. He's gonna win by a lot. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think that Drake May picks apart that defense, and the Chargers are just like, oh, Justin Herbert has a broken hand. And then everybody's going to be like, well, Justin Herbert had a broken hand. And I'm going to have to hear that bullshit for a whole week until we go into fucking Houston and take out the Houston Texans. Well, no, they come into us because we're second seed. So they come to Foxborough, and we bend them over, and we fuck their asses. Because it's what we do. And when we pull out, we shower afterwards because there's shit in there. Um, Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking the away game. It's gonna be the Pittsburgh Steelers. But fucking, or no, I'm sorry. It's gonna be the Houston Texans. My only away game that I'm picking. It's my only away game. I think the Houston Texans. That defense, dude. Defense is gonna run all over them. Caleb Williams and the Bears gonna take on Jordan Love. Knock them out. Who else is playing? Fucking I don't know. The Eagles Niners game could go either way because the Eagles offense sucks. The 49ers defense is good, but their offense has a lot of questions. If Christian McCaffrey can keep from getting injured, that should be a really good game. Might be the best game of the weekend, actually. I'm going to make sure that I'm not working while they're playing because the 49er fans that come into my work are garbage. Garbage. They wear plastic jewelry. There were these big plastic chains that say 49er on them. Embarrassing. And they do it in front of their kids. I'm like, you should, if you were going to do this, you should get an abortion. If you're just going to embarrass your kids like that in public, what's wrong with you? Get an abortion. If you're a 49er fan, already embarrassing. But you're going to wear a big old plastic chain that says 49er while you have your kids, grown kids with you? They don't. That's not my dad. That's my uncle. That's what I'd be saying. That's my tío. That's what we call our uncles because our backs are wet. Everybody, I love you so much. Oh wait, hold on. Rams Panthers. There's nothing to say about this game. Rams Panthers. There's not the Rams are going to destroy the Panthers. I don't even know how they lost them in the regular season, but it's going to be a complete decimation. They're going to go into Carolina. Oh, my second away game. They're going to go into Carolina and just demolish the Carolina Panthers. They don't they got to get rid of that whole division. They don't even deserve a fucking football team, the Carolina Panthers. You haven't done it. You never do anything. The winner of that division is the winner of the biggest shit eating contest that you could ever imagine because they're not a good the Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, the Panthers, the Bucks, the Bucks are the best team in there. I don't know how they got kicked out. It should have been the Bucks. They got robbed. Folks, I love you. Please take care of yourselves. I'm going to release this today. It's like, I think it's January 9th, and this is episode 95. We're coming up on 100 episodes. Take care of each other. Don't worry about your New Year's resolutions. All right. You're fine the way you are. If you want to do upkeeps, right? But if you're a fat piece of shit and you like being a fat piece of shit and you don't mind me making fun of you, stay a fat piece of shit. I love you. Kisses, hugs, belly rubs.